Wow, 26,000 pounds. That's about $40,000. The silver coin, called a denarius, from the time of Claudius, can also be quite valuable. 1 denarius can be worth up to 2,000 pounds. The plural of the word denarius is denarii. In Roman times, 1 gold aureus was worth 25 silver denarii. So 4 gold aurii would be worth 100 silver denarii. Okay, blah blah blah, Claudius Caesar. I think we've solved it. Conclusion: Greaves is a dumbass. Here's the stack of books Mr. Sneed left for us. Which one of these should we look through for information about the Romans in Britain? I think a field guide to British birds. That's right, Carson. We'll get the scoop on the Roman invasion from the World History book. The whole entire world is in that book? Wow. Before the Romans conquered Britain, the forests and hills of England were populated by the tribes of Iron Age peoples who were ruled by individual kings. Oh yeah, look at Caesar. He's so spiffy in his purple and his red and his little leafy crown thingy. The first serious Roman expeditions to Britain were led by Julius Caesar in 55 BC, but it was not until nearly 100 years later, in 43 AD, that the true Roman occupation began. Blah blah, revolt, forts. Okay, there's too much learning going on. Can't take it. Great idea, Carson. The museum has a whole section on the Romans. Let's see what we can find out there. These statues were collected from Greece and Rome. They're over 2,000 years old. The fresco itself shows a scene from the Greeks' battle with the Amazons. Note how perfectly the sculptor has carved each rippling muscle. Ooh, you like that, Carson? I can see it in your sparkling eyes. Oh no, what are you doing here? Why are you here? Don't you have a home? Don't you have your own bathroom? Fascinating, Mr. Bentley. Your knowledge about the ancient Greek and Roman civilizations boggles the mind. Of course it does, Frescura. These details take years to learn, and a brilliant eye for art takes a lifetime to perfect. I feel confident in telling you that my understanding of ancient history is unmatched in our century. Well, you certainly do have a high opinion of yourself. I must say I am impressed, but I recently read an article by Mr. William Smythe that left me gasping. The man is a genius. His comments on the early days of Roman Britain had me entranced. Such insight. Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle goes his intestines. Ew, that was gross. Smythe, that bumbling booby, you must be joking. That man doesn't know Apollo from his Dionysus. Why, his incompetence nearly put an end to a dig we had in Mexico. These are the most catty archaeologists you will ever encounter. The fool forgot to file the necessary papers to get permission from the Mexican authorities, and we were nearly deported. In fact, I suspect he has somehow bungled this Roman dig at the Tower of London. It may be they've postponed the excavation today because of some error of his. F gives to Caesar. I wonder how you're supposed to say that out loud. I don't know, Jen. My dear young lady, you are quite a moron. The ancient Romans printed the letter U as a V. That inscription reads Augustus Caesar, the name of one of Rome's greatest emperors. Roman emperors were also known as Caesars, you know. I get it. So the inscription on the coins we saw, Carson, read Claude, not Claved. That must be short for Claudius. Coins from the time of the Emperor Claudius. Now some of those are very rare and special indeed. Only yesterday I myself uncovered 4 such coins, each of them worth thousands of pounds. Okay, I think we've solved the mystery. We really don't need to talk to anyone else. Oh, there's Mr. Frescura running for the bathroom. Oh, what's wrong with him? You know, Frescura, they make medication for that kind of problem. How you doing, Herrick? Mr. Hargreaves said that 3 archaeologists were staying here. Let's see if the receptionist can tell us where they are. Don't call him the receptionist. He'll smack you. Yes, Mr. Chin, Mr. Bentley, and Mr. Smythe are all guests of ours. Their stays, however, are being paid for by Her Majesty the Queen through the Tower of London. Now let's see. I believe the gentleman seated just over here is Mr. Smythe, and Mr. Bentley informed me that he would be giving a lecture at the British Museum this afternoon. I'll just check my log and see if... Yes, Mr. Chin left a note that says he'll be exploring Stonehenge today. He left for Victoria Station just over an hour ago. Thanks, Herrick. Dash it, I despise the fact that this day is being wasted. I should be over at the tower digging up artifacts, not here in the hotel sitting on my hands. Well, why don't you do something productive, then? What on earth would possess them to stop digging now? I say, some treachery must be afoot. It's that rascal Chin, no doubt. Perhaps he's found a way to get Bentley and I booted from the project. That way, he'd be able to take all the credit for the find himself. Dude, you've got more hair on the bottom half of your head than on the top. And what a find it is! Just yesterday we uncovered a cache of gold coins worth 100 denarii. That's terribly valuable in itself, but being from the time of one of the earliest Roman invasions makes them even more important. I myself am planning to publish a paper on the find, and I'm not going to let some prank of Chin's stop me. What makes you think Mr. Chin pulled some kind of trick? Oh, the man's impossible. I've had dealings with him before. Last year we were excavating a site in Egypt when one of our workers fell ill. Chin gave an interview for the press, claiming that the curse of the mummy had struck. I believe that man would do anything to get his name in the papers. Oh, these are the most unprofessional archaeologists they could have possibly hired. I thought they were supposed to be reputable, world-famous professionals here.